Good afternoon to everyone. My group is conformed by Abigail Estrada and my person, and Johnny Ordóñez. And what we're going to talk about today is addressing issues with grammar. At first point, we have a teaching context. Okay, one our teacher name is Angelica Nayeli Huerta, who has been teacher at the Escuela Normal de Santiago since 2018. Second, she's working in the center of Mexico. There, she teaches on the elementary bachelor program. For during this research project, she was teaching a group of 25 grade 2 students, and now my classmate is going to continue.
In the explanatory part, we have the problem that most students are able to use grammar and they don't know how to apply that in questions, in a formal or phrasing questions. So the teacher thought she was the problem and she wanted to know if the way she taught her students wasn't adequate. She recognized the grammar was important or relevant to become a teacher because their students had a final evaluation. After that, we have the goal. The goal was to support her students in reaching B1 level in English by the end of their studies. And she asked herself three questions that was important to mention, and we can look them in the slides. So I'm gonna jump to the another point. This is about the data collection. It divided in three. We have the peer observation. She asked the teachers to observe her through class with the purpose the teachers give her a feedback about the way she teach in the reaction of her students. Also, we had the reflection notes. She decided write in English, because with some questions she has previously prepared to reflect in that. And finally, we had the focus group. It was two. She chose randomly five students she organized that in Spanish because in this way the students feel more comfortable. The questions was focused in students' opinions about the grammar in her classes.
Action research. She takes a trivial text, which means task-based language. Second, she makes five authentic tasks for her students to do teamwork. She plans activities in group, based in reflection notes. She takes careful to assign specific roles to every member of every group. She designed a rubric to help their students with the self-evaluation, and here also said that she did a pre-observation. She organized for three English teachers to observe her grammar lesson and answer some questions, a questionnaire to get the students' opinions, and reflection notes, design questions to focus and guide her reflections.
About the findings, she felt disappointed to realize she used the same routine in her class. In the grammar based questionnaires, 20 students think the grammar activities are useful, but they would like to see more authentic material because they found interesting or attractive classes. About the pre-observation feedback, students had initial problems, but they were willing to participate and overcome this as long as teachers support them, and the role groups too. About what teachers learn, she learns about the grammar teaching must be a learner center and not teacher center. It is necessary to introduce the student to a variety of activities. And finally, the grammar shouldn't be treated in isolation. Thank you very much for your attention. How you enjoy this presentation.